question is whether or not I can get loaded early. My appointment's not till 11 p.m. tonight. The boss says I can drop my trailer and they'll load it. We'll see. There'll be lots and lots of chickens around here. I believe they put those trailers in there like that so it blows air through them. Keeps them alive better. See what they got to say. Oh, look at this. They're putting me into a door. Yay! Door 3. Awesome sauce. Oof, dust storm. It's dusty here. Well guys, there we are. We're loaded up. Took 6 hours. 6 hours. I slept the whole time. But they actually put me into the door right away, and I thought, okay, they're going to load me really early. And I slept 6 hours, and I woke up. I was like, whoa, where am I? I'm serious. I was confused where I was. Took me a few minutes to figure it out. And I got up, and I'm like, oh, come on now. I should have been loaded by now. And I looked out there, and outside I felt them in my trailer moving around. And I'm like, I felt them as soon as I backed in the door, they started going to my trailer. And I was like, man, what's going on here? And then my reefer shut off, so I knew they closed the door to the inside. And I sat there for a little bit, and then she came out with the paperwork. I was just about ready to walk inside. And I signed it, pulled out to close my doors, looked up in there. I only had 6 pallets. I was there for 6 hours, took 6 pallets. The security guy's like, well, you've been here for a while. And I'm like, yeah, it's 6 hours. Been backed in the door the whole time. And I only got 6 pallets. I said, man, I could have killed them chickens faster than that. I grew up killing chickens, you know. So we are off, boys and girls. I'm probably not going to do any recording, driving. I got these metal ramps in here. I got tires that need to be replaced and stuff. There's lots of shaking because these metal ramps stacked on top of each other. It's pretty noisy in the truck. So I'll probably just catch you at certain points and stuff. But we're going to roll it on to La Crosse, Wisconsin. Catch you guys later. Say goodbye to Timberville. I'm in La Crosse, Wisconsin. I am empty. Bills are signed. Lumpers paid. Time for me to go home. Look at all those dead trees down there. It's like petrified wood down there. We are heading off to the house. Went real well there. It took an hour and 15 minutes. I only had 5 pallets. And I was like, dude, you sure there's not one of those bags that are broke that you got to reject the box of that chicken? That chicken's pretty good. He just laughed. He said, everybody's always after this chicken. Nope, it was all good. He said Sunday loads. Now those loads, he says, it always seems like those loads are always got an issue. Yeah, you can hear all my rattling noises. These tires on this trailer are really, really bad, guys. They're getting really, really bad. I'm actually going to be going up to Pat's tomorrow. I have a little personal thing that I have to take care of tomorrow. That's why I'm home. I asked the boss for a day off. I see one. I gotta do some running. I gotta go and pick up something, deliver it, and pick up something else, deliver that. I gotta run around with my pickup truck. So, but yeah, I can't talk about it. You guys will see it. I'll video it though. You guys gonna have to wait for the video. But yeah, I got lots of shaking stuff going on. And the truck stinks really bad because I have these ramps in here that I built in the shop. and it was fresh paint. It's all dry and everything, but you know, it just has that fresh paint smell, you know. And then being in the truck with the doors closed, I mean, the windows closed and everything, pretty strong. It's been a stinky ride. I've been here in the past, and there's somebody that lives over here, a subscriber, and he's always mentioned that, because I go through the middle of town to come into the place, and he's always mentioned, you know, there's a back road that goes right there. I found it. It's right here. And yes, it is a lot better. I appreciate that. Let me know that. I Googled it out of there. I kind of looked and saw this way, and I tried it one time coming out, and it's a lot better. So I don't have to go through all that residential stuff. That dude's sitting there waiting for the bus. Waiting for the bus with his bag, his black baggie. Look at this old Honda that's coming up alongside me. Pretty cool. How big do you think that is? Probably maybe like a 250 or something, 350. Pretty small bike, but it's getting him going. I mean, he's doing probably about 50. I bet you anything that thing goes probably 65, 70. It's a regular motorcycle, just not like the big monsters today. You know, you buy these big bikes, you know, 1,000 cc's and 1,500s and stuff. Everybody forgets, you know, back in the 70s and stuff, and 80s, I mean, that was that bike there, and that was a big bike back then, probably. It's by a cool little cruising around bike, saving on fuel. Bet you can hear my ramps now. It's basically what it does the whole time. I'm glad I don't have a... I know that squeaking and stuff bothers you guys, some of you guys. Trying to figure out what gear I want here. I know some of you guys it bothers and stuff. That stuff really doesn't bother me, a little squeaker or something here and there. But I know it does bother some people. Like the inspector, it drives her insane. Even when I talk to her on the phone, she can hear the squeak. She's like, "You still got that squeak? How can you drive with that?" I'm like, squeak doesn't affect my driving. Stay there, brother, in a black car. There we go. We're off onto the highway. I got 150 miles to get to the house. Get to the house and have me a nice night of sleep at the house. And then I got to get up in the morning and run to Pat's Tire, get tires changed. Then run back home. And then I'm off on my little personal errands. So I'm going to let you guys go because it's going to get all noisy in here. Well, guys, we are at Pat's Tire. And I have gotten myself 6 brand new, well, they're recharged, Somebody else, they said they heard that they watched the video and they're like, that price has got to be retreads. Yeah, they are retreads. There's always this myth about retreads. Oh, retreads, those are bad. You don't do those over the road or something. That's a bunch of malarkey. I had a guy once show me all this stuff, and he's like, everybody always says retreads are bad. And everybody always has this thing saying that, well, the tread just comes right off of them. I'm not sure if he's coming in here. Put his blinker on way back there. Guess it's not. But the guy said, I tell you what, there was like 10 or 12 of us in this class getting trained for something. And he said, I will pay anybody $100 that can bring me a retread tomorrow. You see them laying on the highways, you see tires all over the place. He says, if anybody can bring me a retread that they say the retread failed and that's why this came off. If anybody can do that, I'll give you a $100 bill. And I went home that day, and on the next day coming up there, I saw a tire. I pulled over. Sure enough, it was a retread. I threw it in the trunk of my car, and I brought it up there. And I said, I found one. The retread just came right off. And we all went out there. He goes, okay, let's go look at it. And we went out there and looked at it, and he cut it apart and peeled it and looked at it, and the steel cords are still inside there. Like, this isn't the retread part of it, this is the whole tire. The steel cords are still inside there. People think that the tread just peels off of them and stuff. They don't. And so there's nothing wrong with a retread. And so we got 6 brand new on here. I still got these metal ramps in here, so there's the squeak in with the bumps in the road and everything else. And so that's all taken care of. There was 2 tires on there that I think the tires have blown recently or something, and like a truck stop put on tires. There were 2 different spots. They're pretty much brand new. So we matched those up and then put 6 new tires to match up everything else. And then I got 2 new steers put on Big Blue. Just got an alignment and got 2 steer tires put on there. Brand new steer tires, so should take care of a lot of shaking issues. I have shaking in a truck and stuff like that. I don't really mind it too much. To me, that's trucking. Trucking is having maybe a little shake or a noise in a truck. That doesn't bother me. A lot of people, they want brand new and everything else. I don't know. There's a lot of the road conditions and everything else, and you know, you do so many miles in these trucks and stuff. You develop little shakes and little noises and stuff. To me, that's just trucking. A lot of people like to complain as soon as they get something like that. I don't know. I think it's because I used to be independent. I used to have to pay for all this stuff myself. I know how it goes. I run the stuff out until it can't be run out anymore. Until it has to be replaced. So that's kind of the way I work at it. But I'm going to be heading back to the house now and parking Big Blue. And then I got a couple personal things I need to take care of. I will be videoing about it. I got to go pick something up, and then I got to run up to the inspector's house, pick something else up, and then I'll be back tomorrow and be back home. And then I got to do some work on this trailer, and then I'll be picking up a load and heading back to Texas. So I'm just going to let you guys go. I will catch you guys later today. I hope that everyone out there is having themselves a great day, great night as they're watching this here video. And if you are not, well, certainly just try that all over again tomorrow. I will catch you guys later. Bye.